Peace. Good morning. How you doing, families? Mr. R2 here at Consistency is Currency, your morning podcast of choice. Uh, Today is August the 23rd. It is a Tuesday. I don't know why I almost said Wednesday, but it is a Tuesday morning. So for those who have been successful in creating a week that you want to have, continue it, keep it going, keep thriving, keep striving. And again, like always, we start in the spirit of gratitude and saying thank you for being here, because you could be anywhere right now at 7:30 in the morning, of course, but you're here on the podcast at Consistency is Currency. And again, good morning to you, like always. Um, yeah, today is going to be good. Like always, for me, it's going to be good. Yesterday we talked about redemption. Redemption was real good yesterday. It was really strong. Really, really strong. Peace. Good morning to the LinkedIn family. Good morning to you. To the Facebook family. Good morning to you. To the YouTube family. Good morning to you and everybody that's listening on the podcast, whether you're listening on iHeartRadio, Spotify, where else am I at? Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Facebook Podcasts, wherever it is that you may be in listening to this. All right. So the thing that I want you to do is make sure you share this. Peace. Good morning, Miss Bruce. Make sure you share this, because today is going to be real live. Today is going to be something that you can use for the rest of the week. Again, yesterday we talked about redemption, and how you can create that thing for you to grow and to put you in a position that can lead you into today, which we're talking about opportunity. Opportunity is now. So I'm gonna give you some backstory on opportunity and where this came from. So I was having peace. Good morning, Dr. Kofi, Dr. Omai. So I was having a meeting yesterday, and the person that I was talking to, communicating with, he was stating that a lot of times we're not where we are because we don't seize the opportunity. We're not in a presence of where we want to be because at one point of time we didn't take note to what the opportunity was, or we did not identify opportunity as a whole. And he said far too often we push away our opportunity because we're still waiting for tomorrow. And he says that I live in the now. He said, I live in the now because I have seized my opportunity. And more people have to understand that opportunities are now, but we have to create opportunities as well. And I was sitting there. I wanted to grab my phone so I can text myself so I can remember what he said, because it was like drinking water for me. And I was like, man, this is good. But I still wanted to be professional and just leave my phone on the table. But I wish I wish I had it, but I didn't know how well it stuck with me inside of my head when he was talking about opportunity is now. And that's true. So what I want you to do right now is to put inside the chat, opportunity is now. And the reason why I want you to type it itself is because you may need to use it at a later date, or you may need to use it later on today to tell yourself that the opportunity is now. Because I didn't have it, because that was the type of setting that I was in, because I wanted to be professional and be respectful to the meeting that I was in, that I didn't grab my phone. But you have the ability to grab your phone and to put the opportunity is now, because it's important that we understand what opportunity is. And for those who may be new to the platform, you're going to get definitions of the words. You're going to get the inversion of definitions, and you're going to get the etymology, just so you can go back to the origin or the root of the word itself. And trust and believe, as I began to study opportunity and study the root word of the opportunity, it was like wow. It just blew me away on the origin of opportunity, and it allowed me to see it for what it is, and allowed me to hold on to it even more And I guarantee you, after you listen to today's podcast, the opportunity is now. You're going to be able to see it even clearer for you and yourself. So let's go ahead and tap into this opportunity to allow you to see it. All right, so here we go. Make sure you share this because somebody's going to need it. All right, the definition of opportunity. It says a set of circumstances that make it possible to do something. Now, I've never heard of this definition, and I was like, wow, this is like, I mean, we can create our definition of opportunity and what it means to us. But when I seen this opportunity, when I seen this definition of opportunity, I was like, man, this is dope. Because it said a set of circumstances that make it possible to do something. A set of circumstances. That means not everything is going to be how you want it to be. It's going to be in a set of things, or the circumstances that is creating a favorable action. So now when it says a set of circumstances that make it possible to do something, and the thing that I want you to do, I can actually flip this both ways. So the first one that I want you to pay attention to is white over red. When I say white over red, I want you to pay attention to the highlights of the colors of white. So it said a set of circumstances that make it possible. That means, what are you doing with what you have? It's a set. It's just like wearing an outfit of clothes, right? You have people who wear clothes and you have people who wear outfits. Most of the people, psychologically, who wear outfits, a lot of times they are programmed to put things together. I want to make sure my belt matches my shoes. I want to make sure my undershirt complements my shirt that I'm wearing over it. I want to make sure my drawers match my t-shirt. Whatever it is, they create sets and they create circumstances. They make those circumstances of them wanting to have and create an outfit to them that makes them feel good, and it creates opportunity for them to feel great. And like, oh man, you look nice today. And like, oh yeah, I appreciate it, right? Because they created the set of circumstances that allow people to see them in a different light. So now let's talk about to do something. To do something is you understanding that it's in the now, right? The set of circumstances that make it possible to do something. It's only made possible when you have understood what circumstances that you possibly just came from and the where you are right now. And now it's time for you to do something about it. So let's go into the second definition of opportunity. It says a favorable combination of circumstances, time, and place. A favorable combination of circumstances, time, and place. So now let's talk about wealth, right? So what is a favorable combination? A favorable combination of wealth is 1, identifying what you have. 2, identifying your credit worthiness. 3, understanding the power of money. All of those things are favorable combinations of legacy building, of creating wealth. But now when you look at opportunity for yourself, if I ever want to have something, then I am going to have to create favorable combinations. I'm going to have to put myself in position that is going to allow me to create my circumstance to build on the time that I have right now in order for me to get to the place to where I'm going. All I did is show you the definition and build on that definition and give it back to you. To create a favorable, are you creating a favorable combination, or have you created a favorable combination? That's a question to you. If the answer is no, say that. Then figure out how can you make a favorable combination. If the answer is yes, expound on that. It is a favorable combination because I did this. Sometimes it's good to brag about yourself in order for you to tell yourself that you got it. In order for you to duplicate that process that you created to do it over and over again. You've created the circumstance because you wanted to have a favorable combination. You was not dictated by someone else's time. You created the dictation of the time that you have in order for you to be in the place settings that you are going to have now and forevermore. So, the etymology of opportunity. Now, this is where it really struck an aha moment for me. Hey, anything that you have as far as something that resonates with you, go ahead and put it inside the chat, because oftentimes what happens, people who come and they're not up as early as we are right now, people who come and watch it on the replay, they sometimes communicate inside the chat. So drop those things that resonate with you. So now let's jump back into it with the etymology of opportunity. It said in the late 1400s, it was opportune night. It says fit, convenient, or seasonable. Opportunities has to fit, right? In order for you to take a hold of it and say, this is for me, it has to fit. It has to fit with the vision that you have for yourself. It has to fit with the goals that you have for yourself, and it has to fit with your calling, right? Because I'll say it quick, like, man, that's not my calling, so that's not where I'm supposed to be, and I'm not going to go. You have to make sure that it fits. If it does not fit, you'll get that feeling. You'll understand why you feel that certain way, because it does not fit. The opportunity don't fit with the direction that you're going. So why try to make that circle of opportunity fit into your square? And it's not going to work. It's going to cause more harm than pain. Keep bumping your head against the wall and you'll understand why that wall is there, because it's not made for you to be in that space. It don't fit. Convenient and a seasonable time. It happens in due time. The season has to be right. The opportunity that you're coming upon right now, maybe this is hitting home for somebody. Maybe you've been thinking or trying to figure out, what is this opportunity that I have in front of me? I've been thinking about this for a long time, and I don't know what to do anymore. Make the opportunity fit. Well, let me take that back. Understand that the opportunity has to fit. I think that's the best way to say it. Understand that the opportunity has to fit. And it doesn't always have to happen on somebody else's time. It can be that thing that is inconvenient for you to operate in that notion, and that it is coming in due season, because it is saying that it is a seasonable time. You know what season that you're in. You may be in the giving season, or you may be in the receiving season. So now let's start to chop up opportunity. This is where it gets wild. So the opportunity, the op of opportunity, Latin for opportunus, the OB is in front or towards, right? So what opportunities do you have in front of you right now? I'm just talking etymology, but I want you to see it in the now. What opportunities do you have in front of you right now? What opportunities have you been looking at from afar, but yet you have begun to take the steps to go towards it? I'm just showing you why it feels that way when you look at opportunity, by going back to the root word of the word opportunity, and then it begins to break it down. Have you moved towards it yet? Do you understand what you have in front of you? Does it fit? Right? Going back to what we just got finished saying. Does it fit? Is it in your season? So now This is the part that I was like, wow. So it says the port, coming from the Latin phrase "a portum Venus." If I said it wrong, cool. Say what you want to say. I know what I mean. It says coming towards a port. What is a port? A port is where the ships are. The port is where the vessels are at. So the opportunity that you have for you is going to come or go. That's why when you feel an opportunity, you oftentimes you may stall and you may sit there. It's like sitting at the port trying to see which one of the ships really fits where you're trying to go. Right? It's like going on a cruise, or I want to go to Jamaica. You're not going to get on the boat, or you're not going to get on the vessel that is taking you to Europe, because it has to fit the mission, or it has to fit the direction that you want to go. I want to go to the Caribbean islands, so that's not the vessel that I'm supposed to be on. That vessel is going to Europe. So why are you going to Europe trying to figure out how to get to the Caribbean island? It doesn't fit. It's not going in that seasonable direction. You don't want to be cold, so therefore you want to go to the Caribbean island. You've been sitting at the port for so long, looking at everybody else get on the ship or get on that vessel, but you have yet to get on the vessel for yourself. All right, that's just the definition and etymology. So let's go ahead and take this quick deep dive into opportunity, because the opportunity is now. And because the opportunity is now, we have to understand that we have to seize the day. We have to seize the moment. We have to step out. We have to step out of fear and step into faith. Because stepping out of fear really puts you in a position for you to see a lot clearer, or to understand that the next move that you have to make is important. And because that move is important to you, you have to understand and to acknowledge that if I am going to get on the ship, I must go to the port. You can't go to the airport. You know what? Let's flip that. Okay, aha moment again. Let's flip that. You're either going to go to the port, or you're going to go to the port to get on a ship. So you have to understand, if it fits for you, if it is time for you to fly and it's time for you to soar and to get at a higher level, you have to understand that you're going to have to go to the one that fits for you. If you're ready to fly, go to the airport. If you're ready to go for the long haul, get on the vessel, get on the proper ship that's going to take you in a direction or take you to the destination, because you're ready for the journey. That was an aha moment. Airport. Or you go down to the ships where they port, of opportunity. Of the opportunity. So are you ready to take on the opportunity? And I'm going to tell you right now, opportunity creates discoveries. It does. It creates discoveries. Because remember, you can go to the airport. Well, you can talk about going to the airport, or you can talk about going to the port. But when you actually get on, let's go back. You're not even on it yet. When you actually go, when you actively get up, when you actively get dressed, when you actively get in the vehicle that's going to get you to that point, that's when your discovery begins. When you actually get on either the plane or the boat that's going to take you along the journey to get to your destination, and then you would discover all the things that you were afraid of doing. It wasn't really as hard as you made it out to be, because now you can see the fruits of your labor, because it has created those discoveries for you. You're able to stand there at your destination, be like, man, why did I not do this a long time ago? I was afraid for no reason. It's nice here. It looks good. And I'm glad I've taken the opportunity in order for me to discover the who that I am, or in order for me to have a discovery in that moment that it was not hard. I made it hard because I was living in fear. I didn't step out on faith because the circumstances was not right. But now that I understood, I create the circumstance because I've created the opportunity. Because I was the master of my fate. So therefore, I must shape the circumstance in order for the outcome to be as favorable as possible. Now, those are just definitions coming out of the word and the root word of opportunity. And when you're creating that opportunity, you're going to have to begin to get out of your comfort zone if you ever want to do it again. You're going to, you have to. Stop trying to get on a ship when you're supposed to fly. Stop trying to fly when you're supposed to endure the long haul, the long journey, the long game. And getting out of your comfort zone will let you know what fits. Get out of the box. No one told you to get in the box. You got in the box out of fear because you seen everybody else like, man, they look comfortable in that box. You don't have to be in that box. The box wasn't made for you. The box is not made for everybody. Not everybody is going to get on the ship. Not everybody is going to get on the plane. But understand, what fits for you is for you. What was created for you was created for you. Getting out of that comfort zone was not supposed to be the fear of yours. Getting out of the comfort zone was supposed to be the action that you needed to take. And understand that you have to get on the vessel of opportunity. It's just like getting on a ship. For those who've been on a cruise, man, there's so much opportunity on the vessel, right? Especially for those that go out there and you see, and when you go to the dining area on a cruise, you see all of that stuff. You're like, man, I don't know what I want to eat first. There's like opportunity all over the place. It's like I got the Mongolian grill on this side. I got the short order on this side. I have the ice cream over here, the cakes, the cookies, the pies, all of this opportunity that's on the vessel. The same thing if you get on the plane. You're getting on the plane, whether you're going to fly first class or you're going to fly economy, or you're going to be sitting close to the bathroom, or you're going to order. There's so much opportunity, but in order for you to take hold of those opportunities, you have to be willing to seize the day. Because opportunity comes in so many different shapes and it comes in so many different forms that you have to begin to choose the path. Because remember, it has to fit, and you create the circumstance. You create the situation. Passion is a key component to success. But in order for you to become successful, you have to understand that there is a way that you're going to get there. It is either going to be by the vessel or by the plane, or you're going to be walking to get there, or driving to get there, or you're going to be co-located with someone, or you're going to need a mentor to tap into, to plug into, or to unplug from this thing that does not fit for you. You're going to have to understand that my passion is going to get me in my direction, and the components of my passion is going to lie within inside of me. The he that I am, or the you that you are. You're the vessel. You're the vessel. You're what has been poured into, or you are the individual that pours out into someone else. And the last thing that I want you to understand, you have to be willing to reach. You have to be so willing to reach that that it does not matter where it is, because you're ready to go get it. Be willing to reach is a mindset. Are you willing to go for it? You don't have to reach the low hanging fruit like everybody else. What if the fruit that you're supposed to eat or the fruit that you're supposed to assume is at the top of the tree? Are you willing to reach for it? Are you willing to go the extra branch? Are you willing to extend further than what you did yesterday? Because you have to be willing to go through it in order for you to go to it. Remember, opportunity, the op of opportunity is to go towards. I'm just giving you the etymology and where it come from. I didn't know the root word of opportunity until I looked it up. So are you willing to go towards your opportunity? It's within the construct of the word itself, but are you willing to go deeper than the word and face it for yourself to go towards the opportunity if you're ever going to reach out and grab it and to assume the opportunity for yourself? I can't give you the opportunity. I can only open doors of opportunity through your mindset, but you're still going to have to go down those halls for yourself in order for you to seize that opportunity to be yours. It is only going to fit to those who it's going to fit. If I wear a size 11 shoe or a size 10 shoe, me putting on a 12 does nothing for me. I look clumsy. I look like a clown. I can't run. I can trot, but I may fall. So therefore, I am a victim of my own circumstance because I thought that this thing fit. I was trying to seize the moment or the day or the opportunity, but it didn't fit. So therefore, I am a victim of the circumstance that I've put on myself. Oh, man. But hey, we have to understand that we have to be willing to reach. We have to be willing to be open. We have to be willing to understand that the opportunity is now. Seize the day, seize the moment. The opportunity is going to be yours because you want it. The opportunity is going to be yours because you went after it. The opportunity is going to be yours because you reached it. The opportunity is going to be yours because you wanted it. So go get it and understand that it's supposed to be yours. Only when you assume the responsibility, only when it is favorable, and only if it fits, the opportunity is yours. All right, man, y'all be blessed. And I'll see you tomorrow, 7:30, right here at Consistency is Currency, your morning podcast of choice. Peace.